Problem 525, contiguous array. So given a binary array numbers, so we are required to return the maximum length of a contiguous subarray with an equal number of 0 and 1s. So here are two examples. For example, 0 and 1. So if we take the whole numbers, so they have equal number of 0 and 1, both appearing vast. So in this case, the length is 2. So in this example 2, the output still be 2. We can choose 0, 1 or 1, 0, both with 0 or 1 appearing vast. So in order to have a better understanding about this problem, so let's look at another example. For example, the numbers equals 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So in this case, actually we can easily see, so 0 appears twice in the whole array. So at most we can have 2 1s and 2 zeros. So for this problem, so here two longest contiguous subarrays with the binary 0 and 1 appearing in equal frequencies is 1, 0, 1, 0, the first 4 elements, or 0, 1, 0, 1, the last 4 elements, right? So, but in both cases, the return should be 4. So let's look at the constraint. So the constraint is that the length about the numbers is up to an order 10 to the power 5th. In other words, we are not allowed to solve this problem in a brute force fashion. So otherwise, maybe it's time limited. So the numbers I is either 0 or 1. So here, actually, this problem are similar to problem number, say, 225 or 250. So we want to transform this problem a little bit. So you can imagine that in the above examples, if we replace 0 by -1, then the problem actually transformed to the problem that we would like to find the longest subarray with elements summing to 0, right? So that's the transformed problem. So, but in reality, we do not need to do this change of 0. So in other words, when we do the linear scan about the numbers, when we meet a 0, we just treat it as -1. So then with this transformation, then the solution comes back again to a solution similar to problem 525 or problem 560. So here still the main idea is to use a dictionary or map to record some pairs. So here the pair to record is actually the partial sum and the minimal index corresponding to that partial sum, because this partial sum, a specific partial sum, can be obtained at different indices, but we want to find the longest contiguous subarray with sum 0, right? So with that said, let's write a solution corresponding to the same line of the solutions to problem 525 or 560. So again, the step 1 is to initialize a dictionary. So we can call this dictionary, let's call it minimal indices. just to make it suggestive. So we start this with a dummy one, -1, because originally there's nothing, so we correspond to a sum 0. We can assume that index is -1 before, in other words, before index 0. Then the above step, the step 2 is routine, right? So step 2, so it's again a linear traversal and record. So you can check the solutions to problem 525 or problem 560 for a comparison. So here we want to initialize a result. The final stage of this variable is what we are going to return. And also we want to compute a running sum. Let's call it current sum. Originally it's 0. So next we are going to traversal the numbers array. So for I and number in enumerate numbers. So we want to update numbers by number, right? Current number. So that's the same as before, but here is the same. So if we want to check if number equals 0, as we said, if we met 0, so we want to update the current sum by -1, right? So this is the case. Else, if the num equals 1, so we just update by 1, right? So we write like this just for clarity. So next, we are going to check the current sum if the current sum in the minimal indices directory. So if it were so, it was corresponding to a longest subarray which sums to 0. In other words, it corresponding to a longest contiguous subarray with equal number of 0 and 1s. So the procedure is like this: if current sum in minimal indices, then the result is updated like this: the maximal of result and this corresponding array. In other words, the length has I minus minimal indices current sum. Right. So it means that from the beginning up to this index, we have a subarray with sum equals current sum, and also we have a array from the beginning to up to index I also have a current sum equals current sum, right? So then the array in between actually corresponding to a sum that is a 0, because we transform the problem. So this length corresponding to a subarray in the original numbers that has equal number of 0 and 1s. So once we update this, so we want to consider other case. If the current sum does not appear in the minimal indices, so it means the current sum appears the first time, so we record this. So we have minimal indices and current sum equals I, right? So here a point to be noticed is that if current sum is in the minimal indices, we do not update the index for this current sum, because we are trying to record the minimal indices index for this specific current sum. Then next we can return the result. So let's do a quick check. So we see this. Let's pass the test case. Let's test for all. Yeah, this passed all the test cases. Essentially, this is a linear solution because of the linear traversal. Other operations include updates and check existence in the dictionary, so which is an O1 operation. That's it.